Hi there, science fans! Welcome to another exciting episode where we explore the wonders of science and technology. Today, we're diving into the amazing world of nanotechnology. It's a field that's revolutionizing how we understand and interact with the world at the tiniest scales. Now, nano might make you think of those tiny cars in the movies, but it's actually way cooler than that. Imagine working with materials so small that they can fit thousands of times across the width of a human hair. Nanotechnology is all about working with stuff that's super small. We're talking about 1/1000th of a meter. To put that in perspective, a nanometer is to a meter what a marble is to the size of the Earth. That's smaller than a human hair, which is already incredibly thin, smaller than a single cell, which is the building block of all living organisms. It's even smaller than a strand of DNA. DNA, the blueprint of life, is gigantic compared to the nanoscale. Now you might be thinking, why bother with something so small? What can we possibly do with it? Well, it turns out that when we manipulate materials at this nanoscale, they start to behave differently. Their properties can change in surprising and useful ways. They can have different properties like strength, conductivity, or even color. Imagine materials that are stronger than steel but incredibly light, or tiny particles that can conduct electricity better than anything we have now. That's because at the nanoscale we're dealing with just a few atoms or molecules, and that's where things get really interesting. The rules of physics and chemistry can change, opening up new possibilities. So, buckle up, science explorers, because we're about to embark on a journey into the world of nanotechnology. This adventure will take us to the frontiers of science and beyond. We'll explore what it is, how it works, and the incredible innovations it brings, and how it's already changing the world around us. From medicine to electronics, nanotechnology is making a huge impact. And trust me, the future of nanotechnology is going to be mind-blowingly small and mind-blowingly awesome. The possibilities are endless, and we're just getting started. Imagine a football field. It's vast, isn't it? A place where athletes showcase their skills and thousands of fans gather to cheer. Now, imagine something a million times smaller than that football field. It's almost impossible to visualize, right? That's about the size of a nanometer, the fundamental building block of nanotechnology. It's so small that it can only be seen with specialized equipment. To put it another way, if a nanometer were the size of a marble, then a meter would be the size of the Earth. This comparison helps us grasp the incredible scale we're dealing with. So, what makes nanotechnology so special? It's all about scale. At this tiny scale, materials can behave very differently than they do in bulk. When we manipulate materials at the nanoscale, we're essentially working with the building blocks of matter itself. This allows us to create new materials with extraordinary properties. And just like building with Legos, we can arrange these tiny building blocks in different ways to create new and amazing materials with unique properties. The possibilities are endless. Think about it like this. A lump of coal and a diamond are both made of carbon atoms, but they have very different properties. This is due to the arrangement of the atoms. That's because the carbon atoms are arranged differently at the nanoscale. This difference in arrangement leads to vastly different characteristics. Nanotechnology gives us the power to control those arrangements and create materials with specific properties that we want. This opens up a world of possibilities in medicine, electronics, and beyond. You might be surprised to learn that nanotechnology is already all around us. It's not just a concept from science fiction movies or futuristic novels. It's in your sunscreen, your clothes, your phone, and even in some foods and medicines. These tiny particles are making a big impact on our daily lives. That's right, nanotechnology isn't just science fiction anymore. It's already changing the way we live. From the moment you wake up to the time you go to bed, nanotechnology is at work. For example, some sunscreens use nanoparticles of zinc oxide or titanium dioxide. These tiny particles are engineered to provide better protection. These nanoparticles are so small that they can absorb harmful UV rays from the sun without leaving a white cast on your skin. Pretty cool, huh? This means you get effective sun protection without the ghostly look. And speaking of cool, nanotechnology is also used in fabrics to make them stain-resistant, wrinkle-free, and even water-repellent. Imagine clothes that stay clean and fresh longer. But nanotechnology isn't just about making our lives more convenient. It's also pushing the boundaries of what's possible in science and technology. It's also being used in medicine to develop new ways to diagnose and treat diseases. This could lead to breakthroughs in how we understand and combat illnesses. For example, researchers are developing nanoparticles that can deliver drugs directly to cancer cells, which could revolutionize cancer treatment. This targeted approach could minimize side effects and improve the effectiveness of treatments. Now, hold on to your hats, science fans, because the future of nanotechnology is going to be truly amazing. As we continue to explore the possibilities of the nanoscale, we can expect to see even more incredible breakthroughs in medicine, energy, electronics, and countless other fields. Imagine tiny nanorobots that could travel through your bloodstream, repairing damaged cells and fighting off infections. Or how about super-efficient solar panels that could power entire cities using nanomaterials that capture sunlight more effectively? And don't forget about flexible, foldable electronics that could be embedded in our clothing or even implanted in our bodies. The possibilities are truly endless. Nanotechnology has the potential to solve some of the world's biggest challenges, from climate change to disease to resource scarcity. It's a field that's full of promise and excitement, and I can't wait to see what the future holds.